Recording in progress. Hello. Hi. This is Sue, Too Tired to Cook. And I just want to share a fast recipe that I made today. This is already the second batch. I'm not even going to bother to clean because why? I'm going to make another one. This is my real kitchen. I'm just having my first cup of tea. And it is 1:30 in the afternoon. My beloved is here.
This is my partner, and I'm just having a dinner.
My beloved. We reheated some food that I helped in a workshop last night. It's Italian. Anyway, so I just want to share this recipe. It is something I just gave to a friend who's going through chemo, and I think she would find it very, very nutritious, which is why I want to share with you guys. It's green tahina. Sometimes I call it my green goddess sauce, which goes good for anything. Salads, dips, just on bread, and it's so crazy nutritious. So what I'm going to put in here, you're basically making regular tahina, and I use whole 100% tahini, which is, I don't know how many times more nutritious than the regular tahina. Just going to pour, I never measure, as you know. This is probably about 3 tablespoons, at least. Yeah, take a glass. There you go. This is real time. He's drinking my kombucha. Are you having my kombucha? This is my kombucha that we just opened up. It is apple, ginger, turmeric, and black pepper. It's all fizzed up. So now he can open it safely. I was going to have it after my tea. Anyway, that's tahina in the mixer. And then I'm just going to scissors, my number 2 most essential tool in the kitchen. That's number 1. And of course, my number 2 is right here close by. Chopsticks. Always chopsticks. It's the easiest tool to use for everything. So this is 3 chubby, whoops, fell in. 3 chubby cloves of garlic. Can you see how big that is? Pretty big. So I'm just going to snip it as safely as I can with my scissors. And I would say half a teaspoon of salt. There you go. This is Himalayan salt, whatever salt you have. And the other thing that I usually use something green, and that's usually cilantro or coriander, depending on what you call it. And I use the stalks. And the leaves I save for things that I need to stay pretty. But when they go in the blender, nobody knows what it looks like. But I'm out of coriander, and I only have spinach. I bought a load of spinach yesterday. And so I've just rinsed this, really, really soak this, because you need to clean out all the dust and dirt. It's very important. So I keep the stalks. There you see. All these little roots, they're delicious when you eat them. They give a nice crunch. But so I don't chop them off. But so you have to make sure that you wash them good. And here, I'm going to pour now hot water just to wilt them a bit. There you go. There's my spinach, very cleaned. And now this is boiling hot water. We'll steam up my camera. Okay. This is just to wilt it and soften so that it doesn't make the mini blender work too hard. And then again with my scissors, just going to split these into smaller pieces. Often my mother would quickly cook anything green, such as spinach or usually lettuce. She would just dip it into hot boiling water, take it out, pour some soy sauce or oyster sauce or hoisin sauce on top. Give it a mix, and that's veggies for dinner. So this is wilted. It's just soft, just softens it up. Into the mixer with the tahina, garlic, salt. Just going to get all the stalks. As you can see, I've used every part of the spinach, including the roots. And as you can probably see from vibrant green, its name comes from. A lot of people call it the green goddess. And don't be worried, this I just did today for the first time because I didn't have any coriander or cilantro. So I put spinach in and it tasted delicious. I need nutrition, so there's nutrition still here. Let's go. Wait, do not. Should I get in? Yeah. I forgot to put out lemon juice. Did I put lemon juice? I forgot to put lemon juice. I could go back and check out the recording, but let's have a cup of tea. I made lemon juice. And of course, I don't see it. I don't want to make another one. Maybe I put it all in. Okay, lemon juice coming in. There's the lemon juice. I was given some nice lemons that they told me taste like lime, so I have to be a little bit careful if they do taste like limes. So just gonna squeeze out some lemon juice. Very, very important. I cannot stress how important this is make sure not to have any seeds fall into the mixing bowl, because if you mix it, blend it with even a tiny piece of seed, it makes the whole sauce bitter. So here is my lemon juice. I'm going to put half of this. You see, I already see some seeds. You see that some seeds are inside? Make sure you pour slowly and no seeds will go in because it's a horrible taste. I don't remember if I put salt in, but I'll taste it anyway later. Sizzling. See how vibrant green that is? Put the green actually. Pretty. Not at all. I'm gonna have a teeny weeny taste. Have a teeny weeny taste of this. Oh wow. Yeah. Bit of salt. Garlic is good. It needs to be more blended because there's pieces of the spinach that are a little too big for me. I was wondering why the bowl was hot. I was afraid it was my motor blender, but it's because I put spinach that was still hot from the hot water. So now I'm just wondering if the texture is good, if the spinach pieces are small enough for me. So let's have a look. It's good. It's really good. Now I'm not a great fan of tahini, but because it's so nutritious, it's really on all the score pad, all the scoreboard. It's just so good for you. So when by accident, I don't know, I just put some stalks of the coriander that I had left over. I don't like to throw food away. So I stuck it in here and it came out so good. This is good. This is good. It's a bit textural and I'm not sure if I like it or don't like it, but I don't like it. But I think I'll do a little bit more. There we go. This is it. Now, this is perfect for me, but sometimes you might want add a little bit more salt or a little bit more lemony. So you'd add more lemons in. Or if it's too runny, then add more tahina. It's a real play on how you want it. And that's the beauty about making food, condiments, food basically in your own home. You can make it exactly how you want it. And regardless of my husband or my kids, because my kids might want it saltier, my husband probably want it not so salt. And you just can't please everybody. So you might as well just please yourself, at least one person, and at least that's you that's enjoying it. And frankly, that's the most important person that needs to enjoy it. This is so good. And I want to show you my bread, which I am toasting now. And it comes out crazy good. This is bread. I call it bread, but there's no gluten in it. This is what saved me and the only thing I could eat during chemo. A friend of mine made it. And then afterwards, when I got better, I started to make it again because I found out that on my blog, I was making it in 2013. So there are two types here. I freeze it and then I take slices whenever I need. This was made 2 days ago, so I haven't even had time to put it in the freezer and it's going. So this is cranberries. You see the little cranberries here. I love cranberries. And the other one is onions and sage. And the smell of this bread is crazy. This is onion sage, right? Yeah. There's almonds here. I don't think you can see any sage or the onions, in fact. But it's definitely the onions and sage. Doesn't really matter, they're both good. And these I can tell because of the cranberries. And I like cranberries because it has that sort of a sour punch when I'm having cream cheese, or sometimes I make my vegan cheese or any spread. It has that punch. And the onion and sage is just a classic combo that we use a lot in England. And I love the smell. When I make this sage and onion bread, the whole house just has a full blown aromatic blast of the sage. It reminds me of Christmas, the classic onion sage stuffing, which is very much loved in my family, and it's just a reminder of Christmas when where I live there's no Christmas. So here we are, and what I do is I'll show you. I toast this. You can toast this in the toaster oven, or I don't have a toaster oven or toaster anymore. So I put it in the grill for a couple of minutes and then I flip it and it comes out crazy gorgeous looking and also very tasty. So can you see this? So I'm putting some green goddess spread, dip, whatever you care to call it. Mm. The bread is cold-ish, but the spread is warm. Wow. Mm. So freaking good. So this is the goddess sauce, green sauce with tahina, just whatever greens you like. We could put parsley, coriander, cilantro, green chives, spring onions, whatever greens you have, whatever you have surplus of, just stick it in. And if it's hard, like with the spinach, you can just soak it in a few minutes in hot boiling water, soften it, put it in tahina with, and that's good. Thank you. So thanks for coming. And I'm going to be making dumplings soon, so join me then. Till next time. So see you till next time. So thank you for joining me and see you next time. Bye. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. Of course.